Hey guys, it's Kevin here, and welcome back to my Ninjago discussion video. And today, I'll be reviewing episode 10 of season 11, Ancient History, sharing my overall thoughts on it, and scoring out of 10. Without further ado, let's get into it. The episode starts with the Pyro Vipers causing chaos in Ninjago City, and Asphira feeling pleased about that. As Char asked her if she wanted to conquer the city and build a new empire, Asphira declined and told him that revenge against the treacherous deceiver was the only thing she wants. She also planned to banish the deceiver to the most forsaken place in all of creation. Asphira calls the Fire Fang to sniff out the scent from her scroll and locate him. After finding out where he is, she gets on the serpent and pursues her revenge. The ninjas made their way out of the museum and came up with a plan. Kaiko and Jade went off to track down Scales in the sewers underground. They came across 3 separate tunnels that is labeled in words they can't understand. Kaiko and Jay argued of how they could find out which tunnel to go through. That's when they got captured by 3 Hypnobrai who are guarding the tunnels. Meanwhile, Zane, Lloyd, and Nia went off to see if they can slow Asphira down and get the forbidden scroll from her. Zane wants to get the Shurikopter. Nia distracts Asphira and her army, and while Lloyd tries to snatch the scroll from Asphira, which he failed doing so. Afterwards, Nia and Lloyd found themselves surrounded by the Pyro Viper army until Zane shows up in the Shurikopter. He used the ice cannon to form an ice wall barrier. Asphira orders the Fire Fang to blow fire on it, as Lloyd and Nia made their escape and got themselves to safety. Back underground, Kaichi and Cole got shoved over by an entrance by the 3 Hypnobrai. That's when Scales came out through the door. He was displeased to see them because of different times he had to help them, even by asking if he was a friend to them, and said that every time the ninjas are on the ground is because someone is trying to destroy the surface world. Kai said to Scales that he and the ninjas need his help. They need to know more about Asphira and the treacherous deceiver. Scales told them that Asphira was part of the Serpentine history, but he didn't know who the treacherous deceiver was, and that there is someone who may have answers for that. Kaichi and Cole followed Scales into the library and was introduced to Acidicus, who runs the place. Scales tells Acidicus that they wanted to know about Asphira and the treacherous deceiver. Acidicus mentioned that Asphira had tried to overthrow King Mumble V. He told them about a tale on the treacherous deceiver who betrayed her while reading through a book. The ninjas notice a scroll from the book, and Acidicus tells them that it was a scroll forbidden spinjitzu. Jay suddenly thought of who the treacherous deceiver was. Then he and the other 2 ninjas thought it was Garmadon. Kaichi and Cole rushed to the monastery and told Wu about Asphira attacking the city, and that Garmadon had once betrayed Asphira, locking her for 1,000 years. She was ticked off and wouldn't stop until she finds him. Wu tells them that Asphira wasn't after Garmadon, but she was after him. For my overall thoughts, I really liked how this episode contains a lot of action, especially with Nia fighting against the Fire Fang and the other Pyro Vipers, and Lloyd trying to get the scroll from Asphira. And I thought it was really awesome, including the soundtrack that was incorporated into that scene. We also get to see Scales and Acidicus, since we haven't seen them in the show for quite a while. Scales was last seen in Season 7, and Acidicus in Season 3 or 4, which I would say 3 because he only made a cameo in Season 4, and it wouldn't really count. And this is the first time that Acidicus' name is finally mentioned in this episode, which pleases me a lot. At first, I thought these 2 Serpentine may never come back. I thought they were only meant to be wasted characters and be pushed off to the side, but it's really pleasing but surprising for me as well to find out that they actually came back. Also, I really like how Acidicus told them about the tale based on Asphira and the treacherous deceiver, and the soundtrack in the scene was really nostalgic. We got to know a bit more of Ninjago's history, that there was a truce between the Serpentine and humans, in which they cannot cross each other's lands, and I thought it was done really well. We got to see more of Asphira's relationship with Char, especially when she scolded at him a bit, thinking that he forgot about the deceiver who betrayed her. Now, what I didn't like in this episode was the part when Kai, Che, and Cole are taken captive by the 3 Hypnobright guards. I felt like it shouldn't really happen in this episode since they've been ally of the ninjas and shouldn't see them as an enemy. And it confuses me very much whether some of them are able to remember the ninjas or not. Also, I'm starting to get a bit tired of Asphira's tantrums, even though it was great to see her character that way. But in spite of the flaws, this episode is very good and I really liked it. So I would give this episode an overall score of 8.5 out of 10. Alright, that should do it for the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share with everyone you know. In the description below, you'll find a link to my Twitter account, and you can let me know what you think about this episode in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Started